Okay, now this entire thing is already reminding me of the time Roblox made a very exclusive unofficial board game known as Bloxopoly, and that was obviously supposed to be a funny little parody of a real Monopoly game. However, they didn't ever sell that. They never planned to put that on sale. They made only a few of those, and they made them exclusively to hand them out to a few select people at the Roblox developer conference, and that was quite a long time ago at this point. But then, fast forward some years later, and this year, quite recently actually, we got to see the release of an official real-life Roblox Monopoly board game. Like, the company that owns and creates all of the different types of Monopoly actually started working with Roblox, and they both ended up creating and releasing an official Roblox Monopoly. Like, if you are in the US, you can go and buy that right now. You can go and play Roblox Monopoly right this very second. But of course, none of that is relevant to the new product they announced recently. Like, I simply brought all of that up because not only does it heavily remind me about those few videos I made covering the whole Roblox Monopoly announcement and the release, but also because of the fact that seeing Roblox continue to get such big real-life merchandise like this, seeing them release things they have never once released before in their entire 15 years of existence, I think I've always expressed this, but I think that will always be one of the coolest things to see, and especially for people who have been around on the platform for a significantly long period of time, I'd like to say. So, the tweet announcing this new Christmas themed item from Roblox was put out 2 weeks ago, which I was gonna say that means I'm late to making this video, but I'm gonna let myself off just this once, considering it's still August right now, and I am sitting here talking about Christmas, but the tweet itself comes from Jazzwares, which is the company that currently makes all of the Roblox toys, and they said countdown to Christmas with the Roblox Advent Calendar coming this fall, and this line alone, this was nothing more than the very first line to the tweet, and still, it made me feel like this was nothing more than a joke, because firstly, it's the middle of August, it's the end of August right now. Christmas is literally 4 months away. Like, my initial thoughts after reading just the first line were that this is either just a joke or it was probably something from last Christmas that by some miracle I did not see one single person talking about this and I just somehow completely missed it, but clearly that was not the case. No, they really did just announce a Christmas themed item in August, but I can almost guarantee that, it's a Roblox advent calendar, and every single weird aspect about this pretty much just disappears when you see the product for yourself, because even I myself have considered buying this when it gets released. I mean, assuming it's not another Roblox Monopoly ordeal where they restricted that to be sold and shipped to the US only. But the tweet then carried on and finished with 24 days of surprises, including 2 exclusive virtual items to discover. This calendar will get you into the holiday spirit. So clearly there is not really much to that tweet, but the attached video is all that's important here, because that video shows exactly what this advent calendar is going to look like. And as you can see, the front of it, this is why it reminded me so much of the Roblox Monopoly, I think, because the boxes initially look very similar. That is until you realise that this person on the left of the box they are dressed as a Christmas tree. They are holding a Christmas present, and I think that alone makes this very Christmas themed. But up in the top right corner of the box there is a bauble, and very surprisingly to me, a lot of people seem to not know what the word bauble means, but I guess most people seem to call it an ornament. And inside of the bauble / ornament it says 24 days of surprises. So interesting to me. I can see the boxes right here, and of course it's just like any other normal advent calendar that you'd get on Christmas. The boxes are numbered 1 to 24, and the way that advent calendars work is you are supposed to open 1 box per day in December. So obviously you would open box number 1 on the 1st of December and so on until you get to Christmas Eve, which is the 24th of December, and that is when you would open the final box. And down at the bottom, right underneath the box, there is a lot of question marks, and I can only assume assume that these are the little avatars, these are the little toys that are going to be inside of each of these boxes. And because each of these question marks, they are clearly shaped like little Roblox toys, they are shaped like little Roblox avatars, so I can only assume that behind each of these 24 boxes is going to be one single Roblox toy, which is very interesting to me because that just makes me wonder how much is this advent calendar going to cost, because Roblox toys, like, alone, they can go from, I've seen them go from like $4 to $10 for one single Roblox toy. So to have 24 Roblox toys in this box alone, it makes me wonder how much this advent calendar is going to cost, which is completely fine. Like, I'm not trying to complain about that. I absolutely do not expect them to make this cheap, and I wouldn't expect them to make this cheap with the seeming average value of one Roblox toy being like $4. I cannot imagine they would give you 24 Roblox toys for like $10. I mean, my guesses alone would be that this advent calendar might be $50, maybe something around that price. But as of right now, like I said, the only thing that we know is that this is going to become a thing. Any more information we have on this, I have no idea when we're going to receive that. So as of right now, all we got was the announcement for this, but I think my personal opinions on this are very good, and like I said, assuming that this is not going to be US only, I will probably end up buying this, and the same can be said for a lot of different people. I did notice though that in the replies somebody also questioned how much money it was going to be, and Jazzwares ended up replying by saying, "We will have availability information coming out in the future. Once released, they should have specific information in terms of pricing." But yeah, like I said, most of these replies is just people becoming very excited about this. It's either, I've noticed like 50% of people are mentioning how excited they are for this to get released, and then the other half of people are questioning how much this could possibly cost, which is basically everything that I just said. Like, my own personal opinions are I'm very excited for this, I'll probably end up buying it, but also I'm very concerned about how much it's going to cost. So, one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because I will always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what? It helps me out a lot. But make a think of Roblox announcing some Christmas themed merch in August. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.